Hello everyone, it is Mr. Z again, giving you another tutorial. Today we're using ChatGPT. I was going to do a movie review today, so I tried doing Scarface, but the issue at hand was the whole, how do I put it, copyright infringement, even though there is none. Like, I was giving my own take, so I was pretty much breaking down the movie and then basically explaining why I like it and like what makes it good. And I'm saying to myself, it doesn't really make any sense because there's other channels that I subscribe to. So like there's Critical Drinker, there's Cinema Sins, there's Neurotic, and a whole list of other people who review movies and like other sorts of film and TV shows and within that genre itself. And it's kind of like, that's odd. Like, they're not getting copyright strike. So it has to do with the fact of two things. Now, I found a way to get around it, but two things that has to do with DMCA, which is out of date, and then the whole fair use type of act. So pretty much those things are basically out of date. They were basically made way before the internet. So around the mid 80s or late 90s, before the internet actually became the internet itself and how we know it as today. So kind of sucks. So I'm figuring out, it's kind of like a reaction video. So I used to do them before. So that's what I'll probably end up doing. Just a kind of a quick update, because I did do an update on the channel. I uploaded a video. People are wondering, hey, why haven't you uploaded a video? Like, I did, but just to explain why. So we figured some ways around it, but at least that's good. So there's a certain percentage that needs to be used for it to be okay. And it's, as I say, they need to update certain things for the internet. But let's get into ChatGPT. Again, I know people are wondering, okay, I try to be consistent. Uploading, I do want to do the whole film stuff as well, because I explained in the previous, the last video, I do want to do that, something that I wanted to do. But let's get into ChatGPT. So what we have here is, so we're going to be doing a resume. So I do have other stuff. So there's some other, I guess, things that I do, but that's something that's we'll cover maybe, but I'm gonna have to maybe change some stuff around. So what we're gonna be doing is the resume. So okay, here it is. Okay, got it here. Okay, so I already have a template made out. I basically called it John Doe resume for YouTube. Or dummy resume for YouTube. So pretty much to do your resume is that, okay, so for example, if you want to do your resume on ChatGPT, you can do the same thing on DeepSeek and other chatbots. I'm not too sure if you can do it with Claude. I will test that out, but I know you can do it on DeepSeek. So we're going to do some comparison videos, but since ChatGPT is the most popular, we're going to be using this for the time being. So can you please give me a professional resume? And then I put, so obviously this would be just, can you make me a professional resume? And then obviously I put like a dummy resume. So obviously John Doe, his cell phone, no one has a landline anymore. Well, if you do, then you're probably living in some small little village in Europe or something, or God knows where you're living. But yeah, that's scary, landlines. I'm one of the last generations that remembers it, but still, thinking that back, oh God, you're probably saying, Zara, what have you opened? Yeah, go figure. But yeah, Mr. Z, it's short for Zarin. I have another channel called Zarin Tao, so pretty much my abbreviation Z would be Zarin. So pretty much, so here's a professional tailored to web development, investor type of stuff, blah 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 blah. So all that type of stuff with more than 5 years experience. So it's just kind of something that I do because the last video I did, I was talking about the whole how to do stuff with Manus. So that would be someone with web development in a certain way, so it fits the shoe fits. So okay, so I said, can you please tweak the formatting to add better details and enhancing the resume? And then this is what I got. So if you put your resume, hey, I need a professional resume, then they're gonna ask, like, but then it's gonna say like what type of resume. So pretty much if you haven't done a resume before, then it's going to be asking you like what are you looking for? Are you like what field are you in? Again, I've already done resumes for, like, and I did a resume for myself. I've done a resume for some family members and I think a friend or two. So I already have experience doing this. So John Doe, his cell phone, email, LinkedIn profile, portfolio, anything else that you need to put. And then obviously the professional summary, high accomplished web developer, equity trader, investor, anything else that you want to add. You can do that with more than 5 years experience. So that's based on like obviously the information that I put, because I was doing some other stuff, other family members and myself. And so what are John Doe's skills? So he has experience in obviously front end, which would be Java, React and TypeScript. Back end over here is Node, Firebase, and then obviously CSS3, HTML5, all this type of stuff. Tailwind. I guess I keep remembering there is Adobe. It's for coding, but it's kind of like Adobe's version of trying to make a website, but I never really, that, and there's also Dreamweaver, which I heard about, but I've never really looked too much into it. Now with AI, should I? Maybe not, I don't know. I'm more interested in AR as well, but that's kind of like AI, but just kind of like how you have Iron Man, and he has all those things where you can see like the holograms and all that type of stuff, like the layout of the city, and it looks like it's real, or like the Jetsons and stuff like that, or like Star Wars, those holograms. That's what AR is. And then you would have data and storage, all that. So professional experience, senior front-end developer at blah 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 company. John Doe spearheaded the development of high-performance web applications, improved load times by 40%, engineered responsive UI and UX. Also, John Doe was an equity trader and investor. Obviously, to do that, you would have to be self-employed. You can work for a certain company, but most people are self-employed. So people who trade on the NASDAQ, S&P 500, the Russell, all that type of stuff. So obviously he conducted in-depth and technical and fundamental market analysis to identify investment opportunities. A lot of them are high-end, managing diversified portfolios to obviously outperform the market and benchmarks, developed custom algorithms and trading strategies to increase ROI, return on investment, all that. And now you can do it with AI. I have made just for fun, I made something called Erica. So basically it's like this, but with AI. For the sake of this, this was they went to university. You don't really have to go to university. University's overrated. It's not worth your time, to be honest. Depending on what it is, like as I say, like if you want to become a doctor or a lawyer, a pilot, stuff like that, yeah, you need to go to university. You can't, as I say, you can't learn how to do open heart surgery on the internet. I'm sorry to tell you, or you can't learn how to do how do you say all this pilot stuff. Again, I have a family member who was a pilot. He had to go to school for it, but again, you can't do that, or like you can't like, how do you say, prescribe medication without going to school, like stuff like that. Like there's certain things that I can understand, but like if you want to become you can teach yourself on YouTube. Like I'm sorry to tell you, like now with all these people, there's like so many people on YouTube now that you can go to. There's a couple of people I'm actually subscribed to myself for AI and everything, and some other and some other stuff as well. But you don't need to go to school for like AI development or becoming a YouTuber. Like it's you can learn yourself. Certification and training. So obviously, advanced JavaScript, financial market analysis, Scrum. So what's Scrum? So basically, what Scrum is basically you're basically an overglorified IT technician. That's exactly what you are. Yes, I found out the other day. AWS, you can learn that on. There's some other sites as well on YouTube. This you actually have to go through Amazon itself, but like you can do some other stuff too. SEO, so search engine optimization, so like keywords, so like putting stuff on YouTube. Like I want to find this video, so the best bet would be is putting obviously like technology and like ChatGPT and like stuff like that. Languages, English is professional, and obviously Spanish is native. And then what are your skills? Leadership, management, so obviously good experience in leading teams. Obviously for technology to have good problem solving skills, because as they say, like, or in this case you can just throw it into ChatGPT, it'll give you an answer, but still that's always another option. Still it's there, but you can learn how to think. So like, but at the same time you're probably thinking, okay, you can throw it to ChatGPT, but if you don't instruct ChatGPT properly, you're not going to get the answer you want. So there's that too. Time management, that's really great, because again, I type in, can you please help me solve such and such problem, and stuff like that. And then obviously certain achievements, like engineered good e-commerce platform with 100,000 people, achieving a good uptime and a lot of conversion optimization, so bringing people over to like from other websites or like from the old site to the new site. Good at stock market analysis, and yes, AI, there you go, trading insights. So there you go. So I mentioned I think in my last video I did show Erica just briefly, but that's more of a side project I want to be doing, but eventually we'll get there. It's going to be Skynet, but better. Increase conversion rates, so obviously through UI and conversion optimization, as I explained. Developed an automated trading bot, which I actually might end up, that's what technically Erica is. She is a trading bot. So, and then optimize platform performance. So load time, so like, let's say it takes 30 seconds to load. I found a way, such and such John Doe found a way to now do it to 5 to 1, or in this case instant. And yes, a lot of it has to do with your internet connection. If you have fiber, if you have high speed, if you have dial-up. Yes, there's somewhere probably in some village in Europe where someone has dial-up internet, which is scary, but all that type of stuff. So so obviously you would type in here, so just for the example's sake, I'm not gonna actually put an enter, but like, so just for the prompt's sake, I am going to do that. There you go. What the hell? That's kind of odd. Okay, that was a bit of a glitch, but no big deal, as I say. There you go. So aside from that weird little glitch, I think I know what it is. I probably clicked on my second screen, but there you go. You would click that in. There you go. Can you please create me a professional resume? And then you hit enter, and then it would give you this. So this would be the template, as I said. And then to do that, and then you have some other stuff. So now let's say you don't like ChatGPT, for example, this version. So you have now the option of doing reason. So think before responding. So what that would do is it would give you like this is it's something within the Pro that they're adding that they just added. So I would do that, and then it would give me more of an articulated response. But again, if you want to make it a little bit more fancier, but to be honest, I don't think you really need to, because a lot of the stuff is already there. Because now with resumes, lots of postings, not so much in Europe, but more in America and Asia. They're saying that like if you don't have an AI resume done, we won't even like the system will just reject it, because there's certain things they're looking for, and there's certain structure that the AI does that they're looking for. So there's that. Again, Europe is always behind because they want to enjoy life or something, whatever the hell that means. I'm enjoying my life very much because I'm doing what I like, and there's that. I don't know what you mean by, oh, but socializing and stuff like that, that doesn't really get you anywhere. No, not anymore anyways. But there's that. So you can click on that. Or let's say you still don't like it and you're just like, you know what? I still don't like this. So your best bet is you can search the web and click this on. So make sure it's friggin' blue. The same thing with the reason. And then you would hit enter. And then obviously I'm not going to do that because I already got my template, but like, and then it would say searching the web. And then based on this, or you can say, another way is like you do that and then it'll search the web and then it'll give you something a lot better. Or what you can do is that you have some other options now, is you can do like other things. Let's say you want to add like, okay, so you got this, but now I want to make a portfolio. I want to do this with a portfolio. I want to add images. You can add this and you can add this, but like there's like different ways of doing it. But the whole point is that like it can be done with the AI. So like this is just ChatGPT. Obviously, like ChatGPT, obviously you would have to pay for certain other features. But DeepSeek, and then I haven't done Quen yet, but I'm actually kind of curious on that. Quen is a little bit more artistic to a certain degree, but aside from that, but DeepSeek does do it. It does do it nice. It's a lot more, how do you say, more to the point and more business-like, but it still does it really good. I just like the format of ChatGPT because there's just that certain flair that I like. It's that little like it's like having a restaurant and then them adding that like nice like hollandaise sauce or like something really nice, and like, wow, that's nice to like your food. Like maybe it be like a fish or like a meat or whatever it could be. But like, again, teach your own. Some people just like a simple. I like that a little bit of extra touch, but again, that's just me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, Mr. Z out.